All right, just wanted to go over a couple more things that I got in here. Okay, this is your power steering pump. This right down here is actually your water pump. 3 bolts on the outside, pop off the top, pop off the spindle there, and then you can just unbolt and it pops right out. So it's kind of an insert type. And then you're gonna have to remove, to get to the thermostat, you got to remove the power steering pump, and then thermostat is where these two hoses going in, plug straight in there. And I'm pretty sure the coolant temp sensor is down there as well. So yeah, just wanted to show you where that was at. I was looking on YouTube, didn't see any videos that show you where stuff's at on this car, so trying to show you wherever I can find. All right, I just got in some new parts from that I ordered for the car. I had check engine light pop on after I got everything back up and running, and it said coolant temp sensor. So I just went ahead and bought a coolant temp sensor. But then I started looking around at the rest of the parts in the coolant system, and I realized how cheap they were and expensive they were. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm just going to replace everything. That way I know everything's brand new. So I got the coolant temp sensor, and it took me a little while to locate, where it's mounted at, but it's pretty simple there. And then I went ahead and got a water pump, and it has O-ring on it. It's just a insert type. So basically, where the pulley is right underneath the power steering pump, you just unbolt you unbolt the 3 bolts there, and then the pulley comes right off because you got to take serpentine bit off first, and then there's 3 bolts in the housing itself. Unbolt those and just pull it right out. It's right there in the front, so it's really easy to get to, you know. And I also went to the next step and bought a thermostat, and it comes with the whole housing and everything. And you figure 9 times out of 10, I was checking while I was running, I was checking the radiator hose to see if it had any back pressure on it, to see if I was like, well, it may not be the thermostat if it's not really, usually if it's got back pressure, the hose is all tight and swollen, and, so I was like, well, that might not be it. It may be, maybe the water pump, but I couldn't tell if there was any circulation through the system. So the way I decided to go and check and see if I was getting any circulation was I went in and turned on the heater in the car. Since the car was heated up nice and warm by that time, I turned up the heater, and I didn't get any hot air coming through. It was like kind of like a mild, hot, cool, just like a regular air temp, outside ambient air temp. So I figured then, okay, so my water isn't, the water isn't pumping through the system pretty much. So I mean, the only other thing it could be is a clogged radiator, and I know for a fact that the radiator is not clogged. So, so I'm going to replace those, and I'll diagnose it as I go until I find out what the culprit is. All right, next thing you want to do is drain the coolant out the system before you start working on anything. Good to have a nice bucket around to drain it with. Drain plug's right here on the driver's side at the bottom. All you do is take down the skid plate in the front, and you got access to it. I just got the last bolt out of there. All right, cool. That's the spindle that goes on the water pump. There's those 3 screws that go in it. And that's pretty much it right there. I mean, it looks a little rusty, but nothing's leaking or anything. Now what I'm gonna have to do is unbolt the power steering pump so I can get to the thermostat, which is right behind it there. And then I'm just gonna replace that and then replace the temp sensor, and then fill it back up with coolant, and take it on the road. Well, got the water pump out, and as you can see, it's a metal design, so the odds of that failing slim to none there. So definitely wasn't a water pump issue, so it's got to be a thermostat. All right, I got the thermostat off, and don't look too bad. Not sure how it functions there, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna replace it with the brand new one, and it comes with the housing and everything. All I gotta do is switch the hoses over, and we'll see what's happening. All right, just got in the new thermostat. We're to swap the hose over, so not much difference. This thermostat's a little corroded on the inside, but I don't know if that makes a big difference on it, but we're gonna see. At least I know it's all brand new. All right, now you can really see down in there. Water pump goes right here in the front, thermostat's right here on the side of it. So, pretty simple.